Good morning, dear students.
Good morning, teacher.
Blessed morning to all of you. Today we will have a very important topic, that is finite verb and non-finite verb. Before that, we must have a clear conception regarding the verb. Okay, now let's have a look on the examples. Suppose I am writing here. Here I have written three examples. Examples are I am writing, I ate, and the last example is I have been waiting since morning. So now let's have a clear conception regarding the verb group. A verb group may consist of one main verb, one auxiliary, one main verb, or more than one auxiliary plus one main verb. That means the verb group may be like this: one main verb, one auxiliary verb plus one main verb, and more than one auxiliary plus one main verb. We know the last part is always a main verb. You can say, what is a main verb? Do you have any idea about main verb? Yes, main verb is that word from which we can get clear information regarding what kind of action is going on. From that word or from that word, we can have clear conception or clear knowledge about what kind of action is going on. And always the last verb is known as the main verb, and before that all verbs are known as auxiliary verb. So verb group may be or may consist of one auxiliary plus one main verb. This is a verb group. It may also consist of one main verb. It also may consist of one main verb and more than one auxiliary verb. These are known as the verb groups. Now let's know about the finite verb. Finite verb. Okay, now let me write some examples. First example is I am writing. The second example is you are writing. And third example is he is writing. I have written here three examples. First one is I am writing. Second example is you are writing. And the last example is he is writing. In these three examples, we have three verb groups. What are these? One is am writing. The second verb group is are writing. And the last verb group is is writing. Okay, now tell me what kind of differences are you noticing here? The first group of verb group is am writing. When the subject is I, the first verb in the verb group is am. And when the subject is you, the first verb in the verb group is are. And when the subject is he, the first verb in the verb group is is. But the second word, writing. When the subject is I, the second verb is writing. When the subject is you, the second verb is also writing. And when the subject is he, the second verb is also writing. Then which verbs are changing? Who can say? Who can say? Yes, only the first word in the verb group are changing. Only the first verbs. When the subject is I, the first verb is am. When the subject is you, the first verb is are. And when the subject is he, the first verb is is. That means with the change in the subject, that is the change in the first verb. But the second verbs are remaining constant without any change. Here we came to know that the first verb have direct relationship with the subject. That means when the subject changes, the first verb in a verb group also, the first words in the verb group also change their Learning about the finite verbs. So we came to know that the verbs which come first in a verb group are always known as the finite verb. And the specialities of the finite verbs are they carry tense, means they always give information about the tense. That means in which tense the sentences are. And the most important thing is they have the direct relationship with the subject. That means with the change in the subject, there is a change in the first verb. And they also constitute the main part of a clause or main part of a sentence. Because we know a sentence consists of two parts. One is subject and another one is predicate. And a predicate always starts from a finite verb. And the second thing is the other verbs in verb group except the first verb are known as the non-finite verb. So writing is a finite verb. This is a non-finite verb because they don't have any relationship with the subject and they don't carry tense or they don't show the number and person of the subject. They are also unable to express the aspect as well as the modality. So we from this lesson we came to know, to be very precise, the first verb in a verb group is always known as a finite verb. And what is the function of finite verb? The most important function of a finite verb is to express tense. That means it always carries the tense and it also shows the number and person of the subject, because with the change in the number or the person of the subject, there is a change in the finite verb. And also they show the modalities as well as the aspect too. And except the first verb, all verbs are known as the non-finite verbs because they don't have any relationship with the subject and they are also unable to express the tense. Okay, thank you. Now I am going to write some questions. Your responsibility is to say me which verbs are finite verbs and which verbs are the non-finite verbs. Okay, let me write the questions. I am eating a mango. They could have done this. Al shall have gone. They had gone to the market. Okay, the first question is they had gone to the market. Now tell me which verb is the finite and which verb is the non-finite?
They had is the
Head is the
finite verb.
Okay, this is the
Finite verb.
And
Gone to the non-finite verb.
okay, very good, excellent answer. Okay, next question is I am eating a mango.
M is the finite verb. Finite verb.
Finite verb. And eating is the
Non-finite verb.
Very good, absolutely perfect answer. And the next question is they could have done this.
Could is the finite verb. Have is the
Could is the
finite verb.
And other verbs are known as
Non-finite verb.
Non-finite
Verb.
Okay. In the next question is I shall have gone.
Shall is the finite verb. Have
Okay, shall is the
Finite verb.
And
Have
have
is
gone
non-finite verb.
are the non-finite
Verb.
verbs. So, what did we learn today? We learned today that when we have more than one verb, then the first verb will always be the finite verb because they carry tense, because without the use of that word, we can't get any information regarding the tense. And they also show the number and person of the subject. They also carry the modality and aspect. Except the first verb in a verb group, all verbs are known as the non-finite verb because they don't carry tense. They are also unable to give information about the number and person of the subject. They also don't show the aspect as well as the modality. So thank you.